Hello and welcome to game number 3 of the Joe Nava Delta King Classic, where the Patterson Tigers take on the Tracy Bulldogs. Patterson comes in the game 0-2, while Tracy comes into the game 1-1. We're getting ready here for the tip-off as we get started. I'm Jeremy Hurtado along with Levi Flores here, set to give you all the action of today's game. Opening tip comes to the Tracy Bulldogs. Tracy's wearing white with the gold trim, while Patterson has their burgundy or red uniforms with silver trim and numbers. First turnover of the game goes to the Bulldogs, and Patterson will inbound the ball, but it's quickly taken away by number 2, Rashid Asaf, for the Bulldogs. Got a foul called on Patterson. Both these teams have had problems scoring in the past couple games. Patterson averaging 50 points a game, and Tracy's averaging 70 points a game. However, in their loss the other day, they only scored 60. Actually, correction. Tracy scored 66 points the other day, beating Manteca 66-33 or 63. Tracy turns the ball over again, and again Patterson has a chance here as 7:26 left in the first quarter. 0-0 is our score here from the Joe Nava Delta King Classic.
So far, the Bulldogs have 2 turnovers, and it's 30 seconds into the game. It's not a great start for them, although coming into this game, they did have the steal already as well, so it brought their momentum up a little bit. And the first 3 games, nobody's really scored in the first minute, so everyone's doing about the same thing on these high school games.
Kind of feeling out process, little nerves, little Little excitement here. Neutral court games are a little different than playing a home game. Shot goes up by the Bulldogs, and it's good by Tommy Chavez, who hits a three-point basket, giving the Bulldogs a 3-0 early lead. Talked to Jason McCleary earlier today, and he said that Patterson had a 16-point lead in their last game, only to go ahead and to lose it in the second half against Ripon, 52-40. He said they've had problems putting the basketball in the basket.
That was a jump ball, so Patterson will get the ball on the baseline.
Inbounding the pass is Logan McCleary for the Patterson Tigers. Inbounds it to Jeremiah Turner, who's able to muscle it up and in and get the first points of the game for the Tigers. Now Tigers deflect the pass out of bounds on the offensive end for the Bulldogs. Tracy works the ball around the outside. Ball comes over to Jaden Smith. Inbounds it down low to Daniel Spencer. Rahid Ossoff with the drive, and Patterson foul. That's their second foul already here early in the first half rather. The Bulldogs will inbound from the baseline. Nice inbound pass and inbound play there by Tracy. Daniel Spencer, the senior, 6'5", 185, putting points on the board for the Bulldogs, giving them a 5-2 lead.
Both these teams have great potential coming into this game. They're still lower numbers, although I could tell that both these teams really want a victory to move on in this tournament. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Both of them are young. Both of them have sophomores on their roster that they have. Patterson has 3 sophomores currently on their varsity roster, while Tracy has 1 sophomore and 1 freshman. So building for the future with these teams. The keys to victory for Tracy today was play fast, limit turnovers, and play sound team defense. Nice layup there. Precious Najin with the score for the Tigers rather. Shot no good. Rebound by Spencer for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs maintain possession. Running layup no good. Shot comes off, and rebound comes off to Marty Collins for the Tigers. Wild shot up no good. Rebound is waved off, and we've got an offensive call called on Jeremiah Turner, giving the ball back to the Bulldogs. Checking in for the first time is Christian Avila for the Bulldogs, 6'2" senior. Shot goes up by Chavez, no good. He tracks down his own rebound, hands off to Spencer. Spencer, cross-court pass. Jaden Smith on the drive. Picks up another foul on Patterson. That's their 4th team foul here in the first 3.5 minutes of the first quarter. So it's interesting to see Tracy aggressive, driving the ball to the hoop, picking up the fouls on Patterson, but this time was unable to make the free throw count.
That was a great job by Chavez, saving it from going out of bounds, giving his team a second chance opportunity.
Checking into the game for shooter Jaden Smith is Sean Johnson, 6'2" senior, 162. Bulldogs pick up 3/4 court press. Patterson, sophomore Jeremiah Turner dribbling down court. Cross-court pass. Now we go down low. Patterson works it out to the wing. Shot up. 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound comes off Spencer's hand and into Marty Collins is for the Tigers. Tries to inbound down low. It goes out of bounds though. Last touch by Logan McCleary. Johnson with the three-point shot, and it's good. Gives the Bulldogs a 9-4 lead here with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. So far the Bulldogs have been aggressive on offense, and now their shot from the outside starting to fall. Aggressive defense, as witnessed there by the foul on Johnson there. Created 2 turnovers and given away a few. Part of the new group that's getting better every day and learning to play varsity basketball with each other, according to their coach, Junior Cueva. Mid-range jumper shot, no good. Foul called on Daniel Spencer. That'll send Patterson to the line. Second team foul on the Bulldogs. As Patterson did a good job of getting the ball down near the block. Yannick Andueza with the free throw is up, no good. Wholesale changes here by the Tigers. Checking in Jacob Guevara. Second free throw also up, no good. And we got a timeout called by Junior Cueva of the Tracy Bulldogs.
And we'll be right back with more on NorCal Sports TV.
Four as we start here. Come back from the timeout called by Junior Cueva. Bulldogs have a 5-point lead. We'll see what Bulldogs decide to do here out of the timeout. We always like to see what coaches run out of the timeout. This time we go down low into Spencer. Spencer kicks it back out. And then the pass back to Spencer is intercepted by Jeremiah Turner. The Tigers. Turner working on Spencer. Turns the ball over. Tommy Chavez with the steal over. Now Chavez with a three-point shot. No good. You got to scramble for the rebound, and it looks like the white ball called. Giving the ball to the Bulldogs here. Possession staying.
Here's the replay. Great hustle by the Bulldogs, being able to launch it off Patterson's feet.
So the Bulldogs still retain possession. New shot clock. Working around the outside. Now in free throw jumper from Spencer is off, rolls around, and it rolls in. 11-4. And then we have a warning here. Delay game warning to the Patterson, or correction, Tracy Bulldogs. After the shot goes through here, nice jump shot from the just inside the free throw line. Rolled around and went in. 11-4 our score, 3 minutes left to go, first quarter. Patterson, again, having problems getting the ball into the basket. Nice layup by Precious Najin, working on Daniel Spencer there, cutting the Bulldog lead to 5. Bulldogs working again around the outside. Johnson. Over to Chavez, and back to Asaf. Now give it to Daniel Spencer. Free throw line extended shot, no good. Rebound comes off of the Tigers. Precious Najin. The Tigers have a chance here to, once again, cut into the Bulldog lead. Running. Jump shot, no good. Rebound, gets his own rebound, and he gives it over to Precious Najin, who goes up and is fouled. Foul on the play is the third foul by the Bulldogs. Replay there of the last possession down court. Nice running layup by Precious Najin. Free throw by Najin is no good. As we got mass substitution coming in by the Bulldogs. Checking in for the first time is Tyler Salcida for the Bulldogs, as well as Harush Kumari. Second free throws up and good. 4-point game, 2 minutes left to go, first quarter. So far, both teams have been able to feel each other out, be able to turn the ball over. Shots have not fallen for both teams, and it's been a low-scoring first quarter. Patterson working it. Jacob Quavara over to Apaya. Shot just inside the three-point line is good. Give him a 2. It's 11-9 as a shot falls for Apaya. Every possession critical in these low-scoring games here. Tight game in here as we start as we're almost to the end of the first quarter. Running layup no good by Salcida. Fought for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Possession stays with the Bulldogs with 1:11 left to go in the first quarter. A soft inbound here for the Bulldogs. Goes up top to Johnson. Johnson gets the pass back. Shot, three-pointer up, no good. Rebound and sky high for the rebound is Avila for the Bulldogs. Turn the ball over that time. Devlin Mitchell getting his hand on the ball for the Tigers. And they have a chance to tie or take the lead here as we count the last 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. However, they turn the ball over. Traveling called by Mitchell.
Another really low-scoring game here at the Joe Nava Delta King Classic tournament. All three games already have been really low-scoring, about 20 points average in the first quarter combined. But all the teams have been playing great defense and missing a few easy shots, but you can't really complain because all the teams, it's high school basketball, and they're nailing shots like that one, as you just saw.
Nice shot there by Karimi. Gives his Bulldogs a 13-9 lead. You're right. It's also part of playing in these early season tournaments. You got neutral courts. Guys haven't played here before, maybe. So it's just kind of a feeling out process. New gym, new shooting background. Wild shot by Apaya goes up and no good. 13-9 is the score. At the end of the first quarter, Tracy leads the Patterson Tigers.
This broadcast of the Joe Nava Delta King Classic is brought to you in part by California Gold, building tomorrow's value today. The NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp. Be one of the first 75 to register to get $100 off your camp tuition. Go to NorCalSportsTV.com/camp to learn more. Sonora Conference Center. 4 unique rooms in downtown Sonora. Visit SonoraConferenceCenter.com for more details. Benton Roberson CPAs, serving Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Straight Sports, custom uniforms. Go to straightsports.com for more.
Welcome back here. Second quarter about to start. This is actually the sixth time, these two teams have played each other since 2004, with Tracy holding a 4-1 lead. Last time they played each other was actually last year, and Tracy came away victorious 80-60. In that game, Johnson had 11 points, and Asaf had 14 points, including 4 of 4 from three-point land. So we'll look for him to heat up here. I'm sure that once he gets settled here, he's going to be shooting threes here for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have possession to start the second quarter. Shot goes up by Avila, and it's good from the corner. And now the Bulldogs decide to go with full court pressure here. And it results in a steal by Johnson and layup. 5 quick points to start the second quarter. A little more offensive energy here, a little more defensive energy rather, creating offensive possibilities for the Bulldogs. Another steal, but it goes out of bounds. Attempted steal by Karimi. Here's a replay of the layup there by Johnson, giving Tracy an 18-9 lead here in the second quarter. Three-point shot is no good by Turner. Rebound comes off the Bulldogs and they're running. Shot is partially blocked by Yannick, and it'll stay Bulldogs ball here. Inbound from under the baseline. Inbound comes to Spencer. Fakes a pass, and he fakes another pass and gets called for a travel. So it'll be another turnover, giving the ball back to the Tigers here as they look to cut the 9-point deficit down here with 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Delgado passes to Yannick, out to Najee. Shot goes up, no good, but rebound is fought for by Turner and gives Patterson another possession. And then Patterson's called for 3 seconds in the key as Turner rebounded the ball and didn't make a move to get out of the key. Creates another turnover by the Tigers. Bounce pass entry. Swing cross court over to Johnson. Johnson dribbles. Now kicks it out to the wing to Avila, who hits another 3-point from the wing. And it's the 21-9 Bulldog lead. Najee brings it up the court for the Tigers. When talking to Coach McCleary earlier today, he said his team is young and needs to learn how to gel and find ways to put the ball in the basket. This time a turnover leads to a Bulldog run out, but it's intercepted by Najee, giving the Tigers a 3-on-2. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. And Coach McCleary is going to call a timeout here as 5:59 left to go in the second quarter. Patterson trails 21-9.
And we'll be right back with more high school basketball right here on NorCal Sports TV.
Welcome back. Levi, let's talk about Patterson here. They're a young team, obviously. Coach said they're getting better every day. They learn how to gel. But what do they got to do here to offset this aggressive play by the Tracy Bulldogs?
Well, Patterson's doing a great job already. They just have to make their shots. They've had a few easy layups and stuff like that, but they only have a few points, so they just need to make their shots more. They have open lanes, they have open shots, but you need to take them first. You can't make shots if you don't take them.
We'll see here what they do out of the timeout as they give the ball to Najim. He kicks it over to Yannick, and he lays it up and in for the Tigers. So nice play there out of the timeout. He cuts the lead back to 10. And like you said, they were able to get the ball in the paint. They made a pass and made the layup. So we'll see if they can build on that here as we continue in the second quarter. Again, good possession here by Patterson. But the the aggressiveness by Tracy creates a turnover and a quick timeout by Junior Cueva. You can see here on the replay, quick hands then he knocks the ball on the ground. He goes and gets it, gives it to his teammate. And during the hustle, they call a timeout to retain possession. 21-11 again, Patterson trailing Tracy.
This broadcast of the Joe Nava Delta King Classic is brought to you in part by California Gold, building tomorrow's value today. Straight Sports, custom uniforms. Go to straightsports.com for more. Benton Roberson CPAs, serving Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties.
So out of the timeout, Bulldogs have possession. They'll inbound it just on the other side of midcourt. Chavez thought about a three. Gets the ball down to Spencer, who picks up a foul on Patterson. That's the 5th team foul on the Tigers. Checking back in for the Tigers is Apaya, replacing Collins. Inbound, Tigers, or Patterson. Shot goes up by Chavez. Hits a three-pointer, making it a 13-point Bulldog lead. Nice drive there by Najee. However, unable to come away with the basket. And then a turnover almost created by the Patterson Tigers as they dribble it off their feet and goes out of bounds. Ball stay down here on the possession to the Bulldogs.
That's what I was talking about earlier, though, with Patterson down underneath. They missed that easy lay-in, and that's just what they have to make, because this game right now would be a lot closer if they made all those shots.
Another three-point attempt by Chavez. He goes in and out. Rebound comes off of the Bulldogs, though. Cross-court pass over to Avila. Now he finds Johnson. Shot up, no good. Foul called on the rebound by Avila. Subs coming into the game for the Bulldogs. Number 4, Jaden Smith, actually returning. He was a starter. And R.J. Maravilla coming in for the Bulldogs. Full court. Somewhat pressure, but then they back off into a half-court trap. Patterson. Jacob Guevara gets it over to Apaya. Apaya down in the Haji. Attempted layup is no good again. Points in the paint. Possibility that go away. Just as you were saying a few moments ago, Levi.
Patterson needs those inside points.
Guevara thought about a three and passes over to McCleary. McCleary drives and has his pass intercepted by Ossoff, whose pass to Smith is blocked out of bounds. Here's that fast break. 2-on-1, and great job by the defender. Precious Najee played great defense there and prevent an easy layup for the Bulldogs. Spencer on the dribble. Gets it over to Chavez from three, no good. Short. Rebound comes off to Najee. And the Tigers have a chance running quickly down court. Guevara to Najee. Najee draws a foul by Jaden Smith. Here's the pass from Guevara over to Najee. Najee on the drive, picks up the foul on Smith. And that's the 5th team foul by the Bulldogs. So quickly, the Bulldogs get even in fouls with the Tigers. Tigers had those 3 fouls in the first quarter. In the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. They've done a better job of being able to play defense here in the second quarter. Inbound pass is swatted away by DJ Jones. Possession will stay with the Tigers. Baseline inbound for the Tigers. Delgado with it. He's over to Apaya. Apaya throws it back to Delgado, but it's out of bounds over his head, and it'll be a turnover for Patterson. Tracy likes that corner three. Shot's no good this time. Rebound comes off to Delgado, who runs for the Tigers. Gives it over to Apaya, top of the key. Shot no good. Follows the shot, rebound, and he's able to lay it up and in. Nobody was there for the offensive rebound or defensive rebound, and he just followed his own shot, got it back, and laid it up and in. Now he knocks it away. An entry pass attempt by the Bulldogs. Here's a replay of him following the shot. Easy layup there for the points for the Tigers. 9-point game, 2:27 left, 11-point game, 2:24 left to go in the first half. Entry pass comes in to Munoz, and it's intercepted by Apaya. Apaya has a chance to lay it up and in, but doesn't make it, draws another foul. And again, that's where you got to finish the shot. You get the contact, you have to get the basket in, take advantage of having points in the paint. So far, Patterson has been unable to do that.
This is where Patterson can take over. They closed the lead a little bit from Tracy, so now if you can make these free throws, it'll really make it a better game for Patterson.
First free throw's up and no good. Apaya getting ready to shoot the second, trying to cut into this 11-point lead here. If you're Patterson, your goal is to make this a one-possession game here as we go to the half and trying to regroup. 10-point game, 2:08 left to go after the made free throw. DJ Jones into the game for the Bulldogs. Sean Johnson's pass for a cutting ass off was out of bounds, and the Tigers take over. Apaya over to Delgado. Yannick, back to Yannick. Yannick with the drive, shot no good, blocked by Spencer. And the Bulldogs are out running one. Johnson with the ball, lays it up and in, and gets the foul. Nice job. We talked about it on the other end where they were able to get the foul in the basket. They put it in the hoop. Now Bulldogs come down, and they were able to make the basket here as we show the replay. Nice drive. Foul on number 5, Logan McCleary. And again, Tracy has a chance now to increase that lead.
The Bulldogs are just obviously better underneath the hoop, and Patterson, although they have had a few good drives, they should stick to the mid-range jumpers.
Free throw is up and no good. Rebound comes off to Najee for the Patterson Tigers. Johnson dribbles up court at the top of the key over to Najee. Najee thought about three, gives it back to Johnson. Johnson to Delgado. Back to Johnson. Drives the paint. Shot up. No good. A wild shot again. And now the pass from the Bulldogs hits the out of bounds underneath the hoop. And it'll turn the ball back over to Patterson. Delgado inbounds to Najee. Back to Delgado. Three-point shot up. No good. Rebound by Sean Johnson. And the Bulldogs are running for the Tracy. Laid up attempt is no good. Ball bounces out of bounds. And the Tigers will take over there. 1:04 left to go in the second quarter. Tracy Bulldogs 26. Patterson Tigers 14. Delgado inbounds the pass. Almost intercepted by Avila. but Carmichael Jones was able to handle it for the Tigers. Three-point shot's no good. Rebound by Rashid Asaf, and he's got it out to Johnson. Back to Asaf. Thought about it, now dribbles. Shot up, no good. Long rebound comes off to Delgado, and he's off to the races. 2-on-2 layup is good. Nice job that time by the Tigers. 2-on-2, able to get the layup up and in. Shot, no good. Rebound by Spencer, loses the ball. And Apaya is able to get it for the Tigers. Chance to cut into a 10-point lead here. 19 seconds left to go. No shot clock, so they can hold for the last shot. And that's exactly what Coach is calling a timeout here to try and tell his guys. Coach Jason McCleary calls timeout with 13.6 seconds left to go here on NorCal Sports TV.
And we'll be right back with more high school basketball right after this.
And we're back here, 13.6 seconds left to go. 26-16. Patterson has the ball. Chance to cut into a 10-point lead here before the half. Coach Jason McCleary calls timeout. I'm assuming Levi trying to set up one play, work the clock, and get it down below 10 seconds before we go to the halftime break.
Yeah, they're probably hoping to get this lead down to single digits just so that they have enough momentum in the second half.
But we get a turnover call on the Tigers there. 3 seconds in the key. So 6.4 seconds left to go. The Bulldogs have a chance to extend this lead here as they go to the half. DJ Jones over to Spencer in the key, on the corner. 3-point shot up, no good. And that's going to give us our halftime score of 26-16. Tracy Bulldogs over the Patterson Tigers. Welcome back here as we get ready to start the second half. 26-16, our score. Tracy Bulldogs over the Patterson Tigers, and Levi Flores with the halftime statistics.
Tracy's up 26-16 right now. Tracy had equal numbers in the first two quarters, 13 and 13. Sean Johnson leading the team with 7 points. Chavez with 2 3-pointers with 6. And Avila also has 6 points as well, but the team has 6 fouls in the first half. Going over to the other side, Patterson, they only scored 9 points in the first half and even less with 7 in the second quarter. So Najee has 5 points leading the team, and everyone else has about 2 or 3 apiece, and they also have 6 fouls.
Quick turnover by the Tigers, gives the ball back to the Bulldogs as they look to expand on their lead here as we start the second half. Working it in and out, around the outside. Chavez thought about a three, kicks it over to Asaf, who takes a shot, and it's up and good. Rashid Asaf, a 3-point basket there, gives the Bulldogs a 13-point lead. Patterson works the ball here on their second offensive possession of the second half. Down low, and is stripped, stolen by Chavez. Chavez on the break. Now he waits for his teammates to get there. Kicks the ball over to Anthony Munoz. Gets the ball back. Shot up. Good. That's his third three-pointer of the night, giving him 9 points. And 6-0 run here to start the second half, rather. And Patterson turns the ball over again, allowing the Bulldogs to extend on this 6-0 run here as they start the second half.
2 back-to-back three-pointers going really strong out of halftime, and that's the replay of Chavez hitting that three-pointer.
He likes that corner. That's the third time he's hit a three-pointer from that corner.
I'd be careful of him. I'd double-team him if he had the chance.
Rebound by Patterson comes off to Najee. Gets it up to Apaya. Bad angle shot by the Tigers is no good. Chavez comes up with the rebound running. Kicks it over to Munoz. And now the Bulldogs, are working around the outside. Layup attempt comes off to Rashid Asaf. 8-0 run here to open the second half by the Bulldogs. Nearly another turnover there by the Bulldogs, or forced by the Bulldogs. The ball goes out of bounds off of the foot of Jaden Smith. So the Tigers will retain possession. 28 seconds left on the shot clock. Side inbounds comes to Yannick. Back to McCready. McCleary closely guarded. Now him and Smith are battling for the ball. And a foul's called on number 5, Logan McCleary on the Tigers. So another turnover by the Tigers gives the ball back to the Bulldogs. Smith gets it over to Asaf. Back to Smith, and now back to Asaf. 3-point shot up, in and out, no good. Rattled around, rebound to Munoz. Munoz up, shot, no good. The ball is tipped and out of bounds. Possession will go over to the Tigers.
The Bulldogs have showed great hustle in this game. Every time it's about to bounce out of bounds, they jump for it and try to get it back in. Even though they're winning by a ton, the game isn't over yet. So they keep hustling and trying to get as many points as they can.
Checking in for the Tigers, Carmichael Jones, a 6'4 senior. Little height. We'll see if they look to go to him down low. Ball comes to him on the wing. Back to McCleary. McCleary's pass is intercepted by Rashid Asaf. And he goes up court for the Bulldogs. Nice drop pass for Spencer. Shot, no good. Rebound comes back to Spencer. Then he travels. So an empty possession there for the Bulldogs as they have a 12-point lead here with 5:16 left to go in the third quarter. That's a travel. Yep, there we go. Can't move after a set inbound, and it'll turn the ball right back over to the Bulldogs. On a made basket, you can run the baseline, but after a turnover like that, you can't. Nice inbound pass. And we've got a foul on the Tigers. Their second of the second half here. Inbound pass comes to Spencer. Spencer gives it back to the Asaf. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Munoz. Rebound up, no good again. This time McCready comes away with it, and he gets credit for a rebound as Munoz fouls him rather, giving the ball back to the Tigers. This time the Bulldogs come up with a full court pressure. McCreary looking for help. He inbounds the ball to Najee. Najee gets it back. Drives the lane, shot up, no good, but he was fouled in the process by Spencer.
And that was another missed layup by Patterson. We mentioned this in the first half. Patterson needs to make those layups, and even if they get the foul, they could have a three-chance opportunity. There's the replay of the missed opportunity there, but he's going to go to the line for two.
First free throw is up and good for Precious Najee. He's only a sophomore, 6'3", playing on the varsity here for the Tigers.
And he's leading Patterson in points with 6 right now.
Second free throw comes off, no good. Smith gets it for the Bulldogs. Ends up picking up a foul on the play by Logan McCleary. Here's the replay here. Pressing the ball, just runs right into him. And he picks up the foul. Also coming out of the game for the Bulldogs is Daniel Spencer. He's got a cut over his right eye rather. We've got blood on the court. We're just going to take a few seconds here to clean that up. So 34-17 our score, 4:43 left to go here in the third quarter. Jaden Smith going to the line for the Bulldogs. First free throw is up and good. Extends the lead for the Bulldogs. Now we have the officials again looking for any blood that was on the court. Patterson coach Jason McCleary using this timeout as a chance to talk to his team.
And we'll be right back right after this.
Second free throw up, no good. Rebound comes off to Patterson and Najee. Full court press, and the Bulldogs create a turnover. But Patterson comes back, and great back play by Paya to strip the ball away from the Bulldogs. And the ball goes out of bounds. Will stay Patterson ball here. 29 seconds left on the shot clock. Jacob Guevara over to Carmichael Jones. Guevara back with it on the right wing, working on Smith. His pass is intercepted by Asaf, who lays it up and in, giving the Bulldogs a 20-point lead, 37-17 with 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Full court pressure still applied by the Bulldogs. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Here's the replay there. The steal and layup by Asaf.
Bulldogs getting it done on both sides of the court here, as they've had multiple steals in the past few minutes, and the layups gaining them the 20-point lead.
As you say that, here's another steal by Chavez, but then he gives it right back to the Tigers in Justin Johnson. Foul's going to be called on the floor, not on the shot. Supposed to be third foul by the Bulldogs. Going to be an inbound, baseline inbound for the Tigers. Sean Johnson checking back in along with Kristen Avila for the Bulldogs. Justin Johnson inbound the pass. Easy inbound pass. Missed opportunity in the paint again for the Tigers. And away with it come the Bulldogs.
That was that great hustle by the Bulldogs, being able to jump out of bounds and get it back in.
Shot goes up by Asaf, and it's good. 3-point basket, giving them a 40-17 lead. So we said last year Asaf scored 14 points in the game and was 4 of 4 from three-point line. And now it looks like he's starting to heat up here in the second half. Here's a replay of it. Step back, jumper. Getting a break now for the Tigers is Najee. He's replaced by Devin Mitchell. Soft, 3-point, no good. Rebound that goes into Mitchell's hands, but it's taken away by Christian Avila, who's called for the foul. It'll be Tigers basketball there, so instant impact by Devin Mitchell as he comes in off the bench for the Tigers, able to get a rebound for his team on the defensive side. Full court press still applied by the Bulldogs. Mitchell and Yannick able to break it. Pass comes into Mitchell, drives the lane, and it's traveled. 2:48 left to go here in the third quarter in Game 3 of the Joe Nava Delta King Classic. From Stagg High School, I'm Jeremy Hurtado along with Levi Flores. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Tracy works the ball around the outside, now dribbles in. Passes to Salcida. Salcida's shot is off, no good. Rebound comes off to Asaf, but it's out of bounds. And it'll be a turnover, giving the ball right back to the Tigers.
Something that's a lot different in high school basketball is the coaching style. In a lot of upper-level basketball, you have players that will keep their dribble if a defender comes rushing onto them. But in high school, it's a lot different. You got to pick it up and try to find the open man because most likely you're going to get double-teamed and try to be trapped.
Shot goes up, no good. Rebound comes off to Johnson. Johnson feeds Jahid Smith, who beats all the Tigers defenders back down the court for the easy layup. Yannick double teamed, passes over to Jones. Jones and Mitchell. Mitchell's pass over to Apaya. Entry pass back to Mitchell. Shot up, no good. And rebound comes off to Salcida. Who is called for a travel. Giving the ball back to the Tigers. Delgado gets the handoff, has he have to the inbound pass. Over to Apaya at the top of the court. Pass goes through the hands of Ibar into the Bulldogs' hands, and they're off running. And a layup again by number 12, Karimi for the Bulldogs. So Patterson's coach talked about having problems putting the ball in the basket, and it's evident here today as you see turnovers and missed opportunities in the paint have helped the Bulldogs to a 44-17 lead with 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound, Avila over to Asaf as he hits it at the top of the key, and he hits the three. shot by Ibar comes off, no good. Oh, almost a steal there by Yannick, but the ball goes out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will take over with 43 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. There's the last possession there where Asaf hit the third three here, the third quarter. Yeah. Increasing the lead up to 30 points here. Shot comes off, no good, and then it's tipped out of bounds by Apaya all the way back into the backcourt. So the Bulldogs will take over. 28.7 seconds left to go, no shot clock. DJ Jones inbounds the ball to Johnson, gets it back from him, walks it up. Over to Avila in the corner. Avila cross-court pass over to Johnson. Johnson just waiting. 14 seconds now on the shot clock. He dribbles. Passes over to Jones. Shot, no good. Rebound is scrambled for. Loose ball on the floor. Bulldogs are on it. Got a whistle. Not sure what we're going to call here. Looks like what they call jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Bulldogs with 2.3 left to go here. Here's the inbounds. Quick shot up. No good by Christian Avila. And the score at the end of the third quarter is Tracy 47, Patterson 17.
And we'll be right back right after this.
To 17, our score here as we start the fourth quarter of game number 3 of the Joe Nava Delta King Classic. Tracy Bulldogs have a 30-point lead over the Patterson Tigers here in the fourth quarter. Tracy was able to extend their lead there during the third quarter with a full court press. We'll see if they continue to employ that here in the fourth quarter. McCleary called for a double dribble and this turnover, giving the ball back to the Bulldogs. Johnson thought about it from the top of the key, decides to pass over to Jones. Jones has his pass intercepted, and now McCleary on a run out, layup up, and we're going to call offensive foul. Sean Johnson there with taking the charge, and we'll see here on the replay. Great. Close call there, goes the way of the Bulldogs. McCleary had a chance to lay up. Johnson hustles back, gets in the lane, gets his feet set according to the refs, and that's the fifth foul on McCleary.
The Bulldogs are going to give some trouble in the tournament after this game. You're going to see them probably dominate whoever they play next. Being up by 30 in the first round. I mean, the first round is always usually a pretty easy game.
Shot goes up, no good. Rebound comes off to Najee for the Patterson. Najee's been the bright spot for the Tigers so far tonight. A sophomore playing varsity basketball. Been on both ends of the court. Jones picks up the foul that time for the Bulldogs. Patterson with the fresh shot clock. We're looking to work. Guevara with a drive. Picks up another foul on the Bulldogs. That's their 6th. Inbound pass comes to Yannick, then he gives it down low to Najee. Najee up with it, no good. But he's going to pick up another foul on Daniel Spencer. Nope, check that. Tyler Salcida, rather. It's the 7th team foul. It'll be a shooting foul. Get the replay here. Nice job going up, drawing the contact, earning the free throws. First free throw is up and no good. Second free throw attempt is good for Najee. Kareem, three-point shot, no good. Bounces out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. And it'll be possession going to apparently they called a foul. Missed that, sorry. I thought the ball just bounced out of bounds, but they called a foul on the Bulldogs. That's the 8th foul, so it's a 1-on-1. Stepping to the line is Najee. He just split his last 2 free throws there. Makes the first one, earns the second one. Second free throw up, also good. Bulldogs quickly into the front court. Kareem dribbling. Gives it over to Jones. Jones guarded by Collins. Gets the ball down low to Corona, who lays it up and in for his first 2 points of the night. Patterson quickly in the front court. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to the Bulldogs, and they're off to the races. Nice cross pass over to Karimi, who tries to lay it up and in, but goes fouled. Here's the entry pass by Johnson on the last possession. Karimi, free throws up and no good. Checking into the game is Kareem Apaya for Patterson Tigers, as well as Brandon Cuevas.
One thing the Bulldogs need to improve on moving on in this tournament is free throws. They've missed quite a few tonight, and again, another missed free throw there.
You're right, it's not going to hurt them tonight. However, it will hurt as the level in competition steps up.
We know free throws win games, and that's really important, especially in high school ball.
49-20 our score. Tracy up over Patterson. Patterson with the ball. Yannick drives the lane. Up, wild shot, no good. Rebound comes off of Najee, who kicks it out of bounds. Jeremiah Turner checks in, 6'2" sophomore. He's going to give Najee a break. So as we said at the beginning, these Tigers are young. A lot of sophomores playing lots of minutes here, even in the first half of the game, as Kalen Aquino hits a three-pointer for the Bulldogs.
A lot of teams like to use sophomores in starting lineups so that in the future years when they're a junior and senior, they have a lot of experience and they could lead those new younger players as they play as a senior.
Foul that time by Aquino. sends Jalen Scott to the line, a 6'2 junior for the Tigers, shooting 1-on-1. Shot short. Rebound comes off of Apaya and goes out of bounds, giving the ball back to the Bulldogs. Johnson has it in the corner. Over to Jones. Jones hands off to Aquino. Karimi's pass goes out of bounds over the head of the intended Jones. And it'll be a turnover, giving the ball back to the Tigers with 5:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. Karimi strips the Tigers defender, passes over to Jones for the layup. Looked like he was going to dunk it there, decided, just lay it up. Paya, three-point shot, no good. Foul on the rebound. There's the almost dunk there by Jones on the last possession.
All you need is the points. You don't need to be fancy and show off.
Jones brings the ball up for the Bulldogs. Over to Karimi rather. Checking in for the Bulldogs on that last possession was Christian Labson. 5'10", 145 senior. And we have a timeout called by the Patterson Tigers head coach Jason McCleary. We'll be back after these messages. .4:15 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Tracy up 54-20 over Patterson as Patterson inbounds a pass to Apaya. Apaya over to Johnson. Stripped by Labson. Labson goes up and lays it in off the glass. His first 2 points of the night for the Bulldogs. So goes in a minute ago, gets a quick steal and a layup. Coach will be happy with that possession from Labson. Tigers back down court, lays it up and in by Jalen Scott. And now a near turnover caused by Scott. So nice possession there by the 6'2 junior Jalen Scott for the Tigers. Here's the layup by Scott there on the replay. (56-22). 3:19 left to go in the fourth quarter of game number 3 of the Joe Nava Delta King Classic. Traveling called on the Bulldogs, so that'll give the ball back to the Tigers. So with young teams, you're looking for learning and growth on every possession, and so far, one thing about the Tigers is they've played hard tonight. They keep trying, as there's another shot made by Apaya. And so Coach McCleary has something to build on here for his Tiger program.
It's still early season, too. Nothing to get your hopes down about. And like you said, a young team, so they really have a chance this season.
Nice pass there by Apaya up to Ivar for the layup. And the lead is cut down to 56 to 26. And that's the example there. In the first half quarter, or in second quarter, they missed shots like that where they could have had points, could have built something a little more points for themselves, but they were able to just miss fire. And now we got another turnover by the Bulldogs, giving the ball back to the Tigers. Here's a replay of that last possession by the Tigers. Nice layup there by Ivar. Inbound pass comes over. Scott gets it back to Guevara. Now Scott gives a nice little screen for Guevara. Scott drives, fouled by number 21, DJ Jones, and that'll send Jalen Scott to the free throw line. So nice 3 or 4 minutes here by Jalen Scott, both on the offensive side and the defensive side for the Tigers. First free throw's up and good. Second free throw is also up and good. Running layup, no good. Rebound comes off. And it's going to be Tiger basketball again. Nice steal there by R.J. Maravilla for the Bulldogs. However, they turn it right back over. And Guevara has a chance to run a layup. 56 to 30.
A nice soft touch off the glass as he was nearly blocked, but that was a good reverse by the little man.
Nice job. Way to use the rim there to protect the ball. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound comes up to Corona, who is fouled. Corona going to step up to the line. 6 foot, 170. Here's a replay of that layup by Guevara, using the rim to protect it. Kyle Corona, 6 foot, 170 junior. Free throws up and good. Second free throw is up and also good for the junior, extending the lead to a 28-point lead with 1 minute and 23 seconds left to go. Guevara gets a screen from Smith, loses possession, but it goes right over to his teammate Apaya, gets it back to him. Smith has it at the left wing, dribbling around. Back to Gavayev. Gavayev drives, lays it up and in around DJ Jones. So 2 nice layups there by Guevara here towards the end of the fourth quarter. Three-point shot up, no good. High bouncing rebound comes off to DJ Jones, who then turns the ball over to Guevara. Patterson on the run, stop, three-point shot, no good, short. Rebound tipped, comes off to Apaya. He's short on his shot, comes back, followed Jones' rebound. Jones up, no good, but he's fouled by Aquino. So Scott will head back to the line. So positives here to look for from the Tigers here. The last couple minutes, they've been able to put the ball through the hoop. As I said that, they missed the free throw. Have a couple possessions on the defensive end where they created turnovers. Scott's second free throw up and also no good. Rebound by Aquino. 16 seconds left He dribbles it off his knee, almost out of bounds. It's picked up there and given over by Labson, who has 8 seconds left. And it looks like they're just going to pass it around here. And the final score tonight will be Tracy Bulldogs 58, the Patterson Tigers 32. You've been watching Game 3 of the Joe Navarra Delta King Classic on NorCal Sports TV. Thanks for joining us.